Hello, hello. Welcome to our Tuesday night class. I am Roseanne Owen, teaching on eye makeup tips and tricks. I'm super excited to share. So make sure you put your name in the comments as soon as you get on, and that lets us know that you're watching. That gives your consultant credit, and it gets you entered into product drawings. And if you haven't already, go to streamyard.com/Facebook, and that way we'll be able to see your name as you comment. So, okay, so as you guys are writing in your name that you're watching, I'm going to do a quick outline of how tonight's going to go. I'm going to quickly introduce myself, and then after that, I'm going to share some makeup tips and tricks. Some of them are specific to your eye shape. Some of them are products to use before you put on your eye makeup, and also teaching how to use brushes, because that can make a huge difference with your eye makeup. After I do that, I'll try and do my best to share prices of the products I'm showing today. There's no obligation to purchase anything. Your consultant gets credit for you being here. But if you do decide to purchase something, I will share the prices so that you know. And if you decide to purchase something, I'm going to spin a wheel and we'll see what the gift with purchase is going to be tonight. So, and huge shout out to Krista. She's a guest of Julie Lacey's. She's watching. Welcome. And we have Caitlin on as well. And Caitlin is a guest of Lindsay's. So welcome, Caitlin. Excited to have you here. After we do the spin the wheel to see what the gift with purchase is, I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to think of anyone you'd love to refer to a free treatment with Mary Kay. So that'd be a referral to send to your consultant. And that is the lifeline of our business, is leads. So word of mouth is a lot of how we grow our business. And so that's a huge blessing. And you can get a full-size makeup item as a gift for that. And then at the very end, I'm going to allow time for you guys to get extra entries. So every comment you make, so I'm loving all these comments here. We have Carrie's on, a guest of Kristen. Wonderful. And Kelly Beaton is on, a guest of Sarah Prang. Yay. And of course, Lindsay's here. So welcome, welcome. I'm going to give you guys a little time at the end to think of any questions you want to ask regarding the Mary Kay business opportunity. And I have something super exciting to announce at the end as well. And then we'll do our final drawing. And tonight I'm giving away an eyeshadow, since I thought that would be appropriate, since we are talking about eye makeup tips and tricks. So that is what you're going to be winning tonight. We'll every comment you make gets you that entry, and we'll do our final drawing at the very end. And welcome, Christina. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick introduction so I'm not a complete stranger, and then we'll get started. Most of you, I think I know everyone on here. I haven't met Carrie personally, but we have texted back and forth, and I haven't met Kelly. But so I'm Roseanne. I've been a part of Mary Kay for 13 years. Prior to joining Mary Kay, I had got to my degree in piano pedagogy, so I was teaching piano full-time in the afternoons. Loved working with my students one-on-one, and I even taught some group classes as well. But I was finding I had a lot of free time in the morning. So I was looking for a part-time job, something flexible to work around Mary Kay. We were struggling with infertility at the same time. And if you've ever struggled with a trial, especially when it's involving you needing to be patient and knowing it's on God's timing, I was struggling. I needed to be around positive people, and I was a referral. I got invited to a Mary Kay facial. I went and tried the products. I couldn't believe how soft my face felt. I couldn't see myself joining though, because I was naturally more introverted, didn't want to sell anything. Most certainly did not want to work with women because I thought it would be a lot of drama and gossip, and I've run from that. But the more I learned about the company, their values, God first, family second, career third, that really resonated with me. And I had respect enough to listen more about the business because of that, and how Mary Kay set it up so that we don't have sales quotas. So, you know, Julie, Lindsay, Sarah, like those are, I think, the consultants on here, and myself, we don't have to sell a certain amount. We can really just enjoy our discount. But we can choose to work the business as little or as much as we want. And that appealed to me as well, because I didn't know how much I would like working as a Mary Kay consultant. And so it was comforting to know that I called all the shots. So anyway, fast forward, I showed the opportunity to my husband, and he said, go for it. And now it's been 13 years. We've earned 6 career cars. And my favorite accomplishment in Mary Kay is not really an accomplishment, but my favorite thing about Mary Kay is uplifting and empowering women. I knew nothing about makeup 13 years ago, and so I'm grateful to have all the free education that we have available at our fingertips, and it's all self-paced to learn. and it's actually kind of fun to learn about. So here we go. So I'm talking about eye makeup tips and tricks. The very number one tip I have is eye primer. And in fact, I have some right here. Let me grab it. I'm pretty sure I do. And if you have never used Mary Kay's eye primer, it is one of the best bangs for your buck. It is $12 retail. It's pretty tiny. It's only 3.3 ounces, but you only need like a tiny amount. This lasts me 9 months using it every morning before putting on my eye makeup. And just a tiny amount is all you need on both eyelids. It helps your makeup not to crease. It helps the colors to stand out better, so you use less eyeshadow. This is the best $12 you will spend. If you struggle with keeping your eyeshadow on all day, if you struggle with creasing, or just the colors not being as vibrant how you want. So eye primer, you will love it. And like I said, it is such a good bang for your buck. $12 lasts you 9 months. And that's if you're using your makeup every day. I wear my makeup every day. So unless I'm like super sick or something, but that was amazing. So if that's something you're interested in purchasing from your consultant, you can say eye primer or say sold in the comments. We'll know you're talking about the eye primer. And welcome, Brenda. Brenda is on. Yes. And Christina agrees. I love the eye primer. It lasts forever. So fun. And a little trick. Once I've squeezed everything out and like it's been around 9 months or whatever, and no more is coming out, you can cut it open with scissors. And I don't know if you guys do that, but you can get it to last maybe 2 more weeks. Just kind of dipping your finger in, and then I kind of like, after I've cut it open, I kind of like close it back a bit and then open it up to use it again. Oh, and Andrea's on. Welcome, Andrea. Thank you guys so much. This is so fun. Okay, so that's number one tip, is just how you prime it. I put that on before I put on my eyeshadow and leave it on, just let it dry for about 30 seconds before you start applying your eyeshadow. Now, Mary Kay, we have 3 different compacts. And I think a compact is very important to organize your makeup, and that way you're not opening each eyeshadow individually. We have a smaller compact. It holds about 4 eyeshadows, or you can hold like a blush and 1 eyeshadow. It is $10 unfilled, and then you can decide what you put in it. Each of our eyeshadows are $8 retail, and then our blushes are $14. This is one of my favorite compacts. It's not too tiny. Like the $10 one, I feel is like, okay, there's 4 eyeshadows. And if that's all you use and you don't do blush, I think that's what you should do, is the tiny, it's called the Petite Palette. This one is the perfect palette. And I think it's called the perfect one because it holds 3 eyeshadows, a blush. And then over here, I have a highlighter and a bronzer. So I can also do contouring, which I teach that at a different day. And I teach those on Tuesdays, but a different Tuesday. This one is $18 unfilled, and you can decide what you put in it. You don't have to fill up the entire thing. You can just fill up what you want. I like this one. This is what I travel with, because then I have everything in just one little compact. What I use day to day, though, is our Palette Pro, or Pro Palette. I think that's what it's called. This one's $25 unfilled. This is just a big magnet, and then you individualize and put the makeup exactly where you want. I have every single eyeshadow in here, plus a blush, 2 blushes, a highlighter, and a bronzer. So it can fit all 33 eyeshadows with that. And it's fun to experiment and play with different colors, or if you like to change things up based on the season or based on what you're wearing or your mood. I love playing with the big one every morning as I get ready. And I do tend to kind of stick with my favorites, but it is fun to have options. You can pick a highlighter, a mid-tone, and then an accent color. And tonight I'm wearing a highlighter that has shimmer in it. Our Moonstone color is gorgeous. Also, Crystalline is a really great highlighter if you want an even lighter look. And that one, let me see if I can kind of show it to you, but it's great to kind of start with the highlighter. And I have all the highlighters on the top. So you can organize your palette based on midtones in an area, highlighters in an area, and accent colors. Your midtone colors, usually I prefer a matte color. And so I don't want all 3 eyeshadows to be shimmer. I want some, contrast there. The matte color I'm wearing tonight is Soft Heather. I don't know if you can see it too well, but it's kind of like it looks gray, but it's really like a purplish color, like a very light lavender kind of color. So that one's called Soft Heather. I'm wearing the Moonstone color. That's up here. If you like a little lighter highlight, Crystalline is really gorgeous. And Krista, that's almost like your name. So Krista, Crystalline. Then for my accent color, I'm wearing Merlot, which is this dark purple down here. And it's a matte. Sometimes my accents are shimmer. Sometimes they're matte. Kind of just depends on my mood. But I wanted to do with a more darker purple, and a little bit gets a long way. So now I'm going to show tips and tricks of how to apply them. So using our brush collection, I don't know if, oh, Shayla's on. Awesome. Yay. Welcome. I don't know if Mary is watching, but she just got these brush collection, and I'll show how maybe you can get one later tonight for free. So this brush collection has 3 different eyeshadow brushes. This one's the first one I'm going to show you. It is our all over eyeshadow. And before I get into this, actually, I'm going to just show some fun before and after pictures of makeovers and what like makeup can just enhance and bring out our beautiful features. You can see she has highlighter, kind of like a lighter color towards the center. It looks like it has a little bit of shimmer, and it looks like, seriously, it looks like she's wearing the color I'm using, Merlot, kind of in the corners there. This is one of my most favorites sheets to see because everyone's eye shape can be slightly different. Most people have like the standard eye. The standard eye is not too close together. It's not too far apart. It's not deep set, hooded, wide set. It is just kind of a standard everyday eye. That's how you would apply it. So 1 is your highlighter, 2 is your midtone, and 3 is your accent. With the closed eye, this close set, I have close set eyes. My eyes are pretty close together. You can kind of even see that with my glasses. Like they're more in this part of my glasses. If my eyeballs were more towards the outside, I'd have wide set eyes. But I have close set eyes. Another way to measure it is you can take your eyeball, measure out your eyeball. And if you can't fit another eyeball in between your eyeballs, you have close set eyes. The same goes true with wide set eyes. If you can fit a whole eye plus a little more in between your eyes, you have wide set eyes. With close set eyes, to make them look farther apart, you want to use a lot of lighter colors in the center. With wide set eyes, you want to use more darker colors in the center. That's going to make them look closer together. Deep set eyes, a lot of highlighter on the actual lid, then up in the crease, that's where you're going to put most of the color. With hooded eyes, it's going to be kind of like your accent's going to be a big triangle on the outside corner, just a tiny, tiny bit of highlighter right below the eyebrow. And then you have your midtone in the center or closer to the center of your face with the tiny bit of highlighter at the very bottom by your eyelash. And with Asian eyes, you have your highlighter right below your eyebrow. You have your midtone all below that. And that I would just put it all over. And then you can just come in on the outside with your accent color coming in about halfway. So kind of fun. You can look this up by Googling it. You can just type in Mary Kay eyeshadow application tips. That's actually where I got this picture. So, but when I joined Mary Kay, they gave me one of these. And so I actually have like a piece of paper like this, and it's been super helpful in teaching people. It's like color by number. So, okay. So for your highlighter, I love that our brushes tell you like what it's for or kind of where it's going to go on. This is going to go all over the eyeshadow. You can, with the other ones, sometimes you can just put it in certain areas, but this one's just your lightest color. You can do just a great base all over. Just a very nice, soft brushes there. With the next one, this is your mid-tone color. So I like to use a matte color. Like I said, Soft Heather is great. Hazelnut is like a light brown color. I also love Cashmere Haze if you're wanting more of like grays, kind of a smoky eye look in that way. So those are my 3 favorite highlighters. So this one says eye crease. I love that it says eye crease there because I know this one's going to go in the crease. Wherever you put the color first is where the most goes. So I like to start on the outside, at least for me with close set eyes. And when you put your brush in the eyeshadow, you want to make sure to tap it after, just to make sure you're not having like tons of excess eyeshadow on your eyelids. You want to just kind of tap it gently. You can just do that, you know, on a tissue paper or something like that, just so that you can dust that off and then just go over both eyes. And I usually do one eye first, then I dip it in, tap, and then go the other eye, starting from the outside, coming in about halfway for the midtone, just following my natural crease. At least that's how I do it for my closed set eyes. The last color, or the last brush, is the Eye Smudger brush. And this one, as you can see, is very round. Great for working into a smoky eye look. This is generally your darkest color, so I go very light with the eyeshadow. Tap it for sure. I start on the outside and I come in just about halfway, and then I blend up into the crease. And so this brush shape works perfect for that. So that's the Eye Smudger. So the brush collection comes with the 3 eyeshadow brushes that I just showed. Plus, it comes with a cheek brush, and it says cheek on it. So you can see it says cheek there. And then a big powder brush. So an all over powder brush. And this one's big and fluffy. I use this one with a pressed powder just to make sure, like after I've done my foundation and my blush and my bronzers and highlighters, just as a good like finishing touches with my pressed powder. Or you can use like a loose powder as well. We even have a translucent loose powder where you don't even need to know your exact color. It works well with everything. So, so just to give a recap, this brush collection is $56. It is a signing bonus though. So little secret, if you decide to start a Mary Kay business today and join with your consultant, you get this as your signing bonus. And that's, if Mary's watching, she just joined last week and I wanted to teach her a little about how to use the brushes. So, and Maddie's watching. Hey, Maddie, totally great. I know it's a crazy time of night. And we have Gabby on, a guest with Lindsay. So welcome, welcome. And yep, we think we've got everyone introduced. So thanks for getting your name in the comments because that's getting you into the drawing. So as we wrap up, I'm going to just spin the wheel and we'll see what the gift with purchase is tonight. Let me screen share this. And just to recap, the compacts are all customizable. So when you run out of one of the colors, you can just reorder that one color and you keep the same compact. It's super great for the environment because you're not buying a new compact every single time. And sometimes when you buy compacts, like you're like, well, I like most of the colors. So you buy the one that you like most of the colors, but there's always a couple colors in there that you're like, that's just not me. I'm not going to wear that. But with Mary Kay, you're hand selecting the colors that go in here. So you get to pick exactly the colors. So they're always going to be colors that you like. So I do tend to run out of the lightest colors first because I'm just a little more liberal with them. So each individual eyeshadow is $8. You can let your consultant know what color you want, or she can send you a picture. Or if you have a catalog, you can look that up. And then the eye primer is $12, and that helps the eyeshadows to go on nicer, last longer, no creasing. And then the brush collection or the individual compacts, the smallest one's $10. This one's $18, and the big one is $25. And then the brush collection's $56. So, okay, so let's spin this wheel and see what our gift with purchase is. So if you're ordering from your consultant tonight, you are going to get a mini hand lotion. Okay. Now I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to think about who you'd like to refer to a free treatment. It can be the hardest working woman you know, the happiest woman you know, maybe someone who just had a baby or someone who brings you joy, the risk taker in your group, someone who always looks sharp. When you refer 12 women to your consultant, you're going to get a full-size makeup item of your choice, 50% off. So you'll get a mascara or a eyebrow tint. I love our eyebrow tints, eyeliners. So that is your, oh, and Judy just joined. Awesome. Welcome, Judy. So thank you guys for all getting your name in the comments. I'm going to get you entered into winning a free eyeshadow. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes. I'm going to turn on some music, and you guys can do this. Can you go grab my phone real quick? And these women can live anywhere in the United States. We do ask that they are over 21. So think of women who are over 21 and don't already have a consultant that you know about. And you can either write these on a piece of paper and send it to your consultant, or you can text them individually to her. Don't put them in the chat. And I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to think of anyone you'd love to refer. I was a referral 13 years ago, and I'm so grateful. My friend had no idea we were struggling with infertility, and you just never really know. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions, but this is going to give me time to get your name onto the spinning wheel and gives you time to think about who you'd like to refer to a free pampering treatment.
I know how it should be. I got it all planned out, but he's got a plan for me. When it's bad weather, sometimes I look at the sky. Today was supposed to be dry, but that's not what I need. Nights so unpredictable, and things might not be going my way, but it's gonna be a good day. No things are going sideways. I got a smile on my face. Nothing's gonna break me down, 'cause I know whatever happens, he knows he'll never leave me alone. I'll be okay, and it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. He made all the planets, he made all the stars in the sky. He knows what he's doing. He's gonna make it alright. And when the wind's blowing, there might be a reason. It is something I'm learning, something I'll never forget. Life's so unpredictable, and things might not be going my way, but it's gonna be a good day. No things are going sideways. I got a smile on my face. Nothing's gonna break me down, 'cause I know whatever happens, he knows he'll never leave me alone. I'll be okay, and it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Though things are going sideways, I got a smile on my face. Nothing's gonna break me down, 'cause I know whatever happens, he knows he'll never leave me alone. I'll be okay. It's gonna be a good day. No things are going sideways. I got a smile on my face. Nothing's gonna break me down, 'cause I know whatever happens, he knows he'll never leave me alone. I'll be okay, and it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be
Yay. So give me one more, maybe 30 more seconds. There's a lot of people on, so I'm just... Okay. I have everyone written down. And of course, you can still earn entries by commenting. And Judy asked a great question, free facial treatment. She's like, what? It was a little late getting on. Yes. So when you refer someone, they can try a free facial treatment. We do them every Wednesday. It's our Nourishing Aqua Facial, our hydration happy hour, where they get to experience a lot of the products from the privacy of their own home. They're not on camera. So a lot of great things. And my son James is here today. He just finished his reading and he came over to hang out with me, right? Do you want to spin the wheel tonight? Okay, we're going to wrap up here in less than 10 minutes. I'm going to make sure if you have any questions about the products, about eye makeup, you can ask those there. But I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to think about anything regarding the Mary Kay business opportunity. What questions would you want to know? Lindsay says, good job, James. Any questions you have regarding the business opportunity? And to kick it off, normally, most of you on here, you come on our Tuesday night classes, or you've been to classes recently. And it's normally $30 to start a Mary Kay business, which is a killer deal. But this month, it is $20 to start a Mary Kay business. They discounted it by 10, just one $20 bill to start a Mary Kay business. And I just think that is so magical in the month of March. And that was Andrea. So sorry. It all says Facebook user. So I was just guessing there. So yay. Thank you, Andrea. And I'm going to actually screen share this on here, because normally it's two different options. You can join for $30 or you can join for $130. And for the month of March, you can join for $20. So the eStart gives you a website for an entire year and the ability to process debit or credit cards. So that's normally $30. This month is $20. The full starter kit plus eStart is normally $130. This month they discounted it to $90. You don't get the starter kit bag, but you get a microdermabrasion full kit, which if you've ever tried microdermabrasion, you know how instantly it softens your skin, exfoliates, helps, make your pores look smaller. So you get that full size. So you're getting probably close to $450 in full size product for just $90. They discounted the $130 to $90. I have not gone in to change the slide because anyway, I just did not have time for that. So $90 to start with products, and you can use those products for yourself or you can use them to demo. There's still a sample pack add-on. It's completely optional, but you're getting about $70 worth of samples and you just pay $45. So I see there's some questions. Yay. Oh yeah, someone wants to know ingredients for, yes, I can totally let you know privately what, maybe that was Andrea there. Sorry, it's kind of hard to keep track of all this. Have to go into the Facebook group. But yes, we have all beauty consultants have access to all the ingredients in our products. We can look those up for you. And Christina asked a question. I thought I read somewhere that the eyeshadow was long lasting, but maybe it's only certain kind. What kinds and how long is long? Yes. So our mineral eyeshadow, when I wear it, it lasts all day long as you're using their eye primer and, applying it like that. Oh, and Mary's on. Yep. No worries, girl. We're so glad you're on. And you can always go back. This class will be in here. So if you want to go back and learn about the eye brushes. And Carrie Linford had that question about the eyeshadow ingredients. So cool. Thank you, Kristen. So Kristen knows where to go that under Product Central, and she can look up all the ingredients for the eyeshadows. We do have waterproof eyeshadows that are cream. So if you like to go swimming or, anyway, that's usually when I would be in the water with my eyeshadow. We do have some cream ones. I find I am better at the mineral eye powder, and that's what I'm used to. That's what I feel like I can apply the fastest and get ready for the day. So I stick with the mineral eye powder. I have used our liquids, and there's just 4 shades, and you can ask your consultant the colors, but they're very, like, you can usually pick 2 of them and kind of have a highlighter and an accent. You usually don't need to use more than 2, but you can also layer those on top of mineral eyeshadow too. So it can be versatile with that. I typically don't use those just because I feel it takes me a little longer to blend it. We do have an amazing cream eyeshadow brush, but I stick with the mineral eyeshadows. I love them, and I'm usually not swimming every day anyway, so or rarely. No, you can't. You can hang out with me. We're going to have you spin the wheel here in a second. So, okay. Last call for any questions regarding the business opportunity. And yes, cream eyeshadow. If we have a fluffy, and if you have the cream eyeshadow brush, it's so easy. Yep, it's so fun. In fact, I think that's the trick, is using a cream eyeshadow brush to apply it. So it's all about the tools. Cool. So as we wrap up, just a recap, if you decide to start a Mary Kay business, there's the brush collection that James is Are you going to show it to everyone? That's the eyeshadow. I love good brushes, make a world of a difference. And then if you want to order from your consultant, you can let her know. But like I said, there's no obligation to purchase anything. I hope that you learned something new about some eyeshadow tips and tricks, whether it's how to apply it based on your eye shape, or, you know, different layering tools with the highlight, midtone, and bronzer. And then the final thing, using nice brushes. So James is loving that. His sisters are playing with some other friends at they're at a friend's house right now. So he is bored. He's hanging out with his mom here. And this page, your consultant can send to you after as well. And it kind of shows a little about our basic color set on the bottom middle there. That would be the perfect palette, completely filled with highlighters and bronzers. And then above that has some like eye makeup remover, and having a really good way to wash off your eye makeup. So, okay, let's do our final drawing. We are giving away an eyeshadow today. So this one is a fun shimmery copper glow. And anyway, it is gorgeous. It goes really well with all different eye colors, whether you have blue eyes, brown, hazel, green. So I wanted to pick one that would go well with a bunch. Okay. And we are going to do our final drawing. And after we get off, make sure that you text your consultant and let her know that you were watching this. Some consultants, you know, are sometimes they're working at this time or doing other things. So let her know, hey, I was watching this. Or if you know your consultant was watching because you saw her comment as well, she's going to follow up and ask if you have any questions. And she just has some quick follow-up questions. That gives her credit for you being here. So make sure that you respond to those either today or tomorrow. And yes, and James is going to spin the wheel. Are you ready, James? Okay. You ready, bud? Okay, click on the wheel. Okay, just give it one good click and we'll find out who our winner is. Okay. And the winner, oh my goodness, I think it's 3 weeks in a row, Judy. Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. Judy is one of the most supportive people on here. So that is crazy, Judy. 3 weeks in a row. And there's been a lot of people in the last couple of classes too. So I'll be sending this to you in the mail, Judy. Thank you so much for being on here. Oh, and thanks for the beautiful comments, Christina. And look at you, James Popular. Go, James, go. Mary's cheering for you. Mary's met 2 of my kids today. So I love Zoom, and then when they come cuddle with me on it. So 3 weeks in a row. I know, Lindsay. Wow. Yeah. Thank you so much for being on. Next week, can't remember what I'm teaching. Oh, I'm teaching about Eyes Cream Social. So everything around the eyes, like eye creams, eye patches, instant puffiness reducer, stuff like that. So if that's something that's interesting, hop on. Will be on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Have a great Mountain Daylight Time because we have daylight savings on Sunday. So keep track of that. So have a great